Paddy, her brother Robbie and her parents Paddy Senior and Lorna join us now. Good morning to all of you. Thanks for coming in. And Paddy, we've got to apologise first of all because you're actually 8, aren't you? And we said you were 7, so you're now 8. We're sorry about that. But listen, you're very clear about the fact, Paddy, if I can talk to you first, that from a very early age you knew you were a girl. Yeah. And how did you know you were a girl then? You wanted to play with different toys? What made you think that you were a girl?
Well,
Yeah, you just knew you were.
Hard to put it.
Yeah,
just did.
You just did. So for you, that was just normal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And let's speak to your mum and dad then. So Lorna, how did you feel when this sort of first started and you were thinking, hold on a second?
I didn't think anything of it at first. I mean, from the time of about 18 months, she was still in nappies. She'd be putting a tea towel on her head and running around the house saying, I've got long hair, I've got long hair. And we used to have a good laugh about it, didn't we?
Hilariously funny.
And then she'd find handbags, beads, have her nails painted with her sister, you know, just different things. But she would bug me for years to get her a dress, and I always just say, no, girls wear dresses, boys wear trousers. And just one time I thought, when she was about 5, I thought, right, let's get the dress and get this phase out of the way. Yeah. And it's not a phase. The smile that was on her face, that when she put that first, it was a Dorothy costume dress, and when she put that on first, it was like, I knew at that time. It took me 5 years to catch up, but I knew.
But the thing is, as a family, I guess you've seen that then, you know, that's sort of gradually progressed, hasn't it? How is it for other people, though, to understand that situation?
So most of our family and friends have been absolutely great, and thank you all for your support. Everybody has been so great, and all took it on board and accepted her as she is. Which I know a lot of families don't get that, and this is why we're here, to raise awareness for those children who don't get love and acceptance for being who they are, and they're forced to be somebody they're not, and it's terrible for them, and puts them on a track for their life where they feel unworthy and unloved just for wanting to be who they are.
Robbie, what did you make of all this? Because you're like the older brother who were taught sort of initially that you had a younger brother, weren't you? That's what you thought. And then suddenly this apparent change happened, although she always felt she was a girl. What did you make of it?
Well, when she was running around with tea towels on her head, I used to just take the tea towels off her head because I thought that was ridiculous. I mean, I've never run around with a tea towel on my head. I mean, I've put tea towels over people's faces when they're being a bit irritating at times, but I didn't really see much of a difference because she's always been very girly, and that's true. I remember hearing about something on the radio one time. Not sure. I think it was something about transgender. I'm not sure. I can't remember at this stage. But the person said that this is when Paddy was 3, and she had a pink handbag, and the person on the radio said that they'd had a pink handbag at the age of 3.
So it made you think, there could be something there.
I thought it was just a coincidence. It was actually, I think it was my older sister Sarah, or it could have been Jade. I mean, I know it was one of the girls that said she's got a pink handbag and she's 3.
Yeah.
And that rang a bell for you. And Paddy Senior, I mean, how do you find this whole process in that case and the understanding from other people? Because do you think, you know, as a society, maybe we are too quick to label people and to sort of force people, right, this is what you are, therefore you have to conform?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is acceptance and education. I mean, Paddy, we thought, was a boy, so bought him boy toys, dressed him as a boy, but Paddy was never happy that way. And even Bob the Builder toys, she played with Dizzy, Wendy, the female characters in it. If she was on a computer game, she plays the female, uses the female characters in the game.
If I could just say something here.
I still do.
I remember I used to have a lot of Bob the Builder toys, and I remember Dizzy was always Paddy's favourite.
But that's not to say that boys and girls don't mix and match the toys they play with. Obviously, they don't run out to the doctor and say my child's transgender because they're playing with a pushchair, you know. But
the important thing is for Paddy to be happy, and whether that means wearing a dress or that means wearing jeans and a T-shirt. Paddy's happiness is
to
important.
see Paddy looking so happy this morning. Thank you all so much for coming in and talking to us.
It took me a long time to feel all right in my own skin, and I thought if I could help other people feel comfortable sooner, then, you know, it'd be an help.
And how has it been?
It's been manic.